Buzz, mate. Get out of the fucking... There we go. Right, sorted it now. There we go. This is going to do my nut in. Shut up, Rudolph. How you doing, everyone? It is Thursday night, it is 8 o'clock, and we are getting festive. Get your Christmas balls out and shake them. It's time for some Braw Cast, and tonight we have got an absolutely amazing guest. Before we kick off, a couple of bits of business. Wherever you're watching in the world, make sure to hit us up in the comments and hit that share button, because the more people that get to see Braw Cast, the more episodes we get to do. And we love from hearing from wherever you're watching. We have people watching in Canada, New Zealand, Australia, Trin, Coatbridge, all the big places. So make sure to hit us up. We bring you all the best guests every week, and I am so excited about our guest tonight. I don't think there is many podcasts that are going to get this guy. Probably the biggest. I mean, we've had MMA stars, we've had award-winning actors, we've had pro wrestlers, we've had musicians, we've had male models, we've had them all. But we haven't had a true legend. A real life legend. So wherever you are in the Brawverse, please give it up for Santa Claus. Yes.
Oh,
Santa.
How you doing?
Yeah, Santa.
Right,
thank you for coming on the show, Santa. I've been a good boy this year, and I cashed in my favours. I know you're going to be busy in the next month. God, we're in the countdown, Santa. You're going to be busy.
Definitely.
Oh, right.
It's all go up my side.
I bet it is, and I appreciate you having a go at the Scottish accent for me as well. Wherever you, Santa, is, he takes on that accent.
You've got to fit in wherever you go.
That's why you're like honestly, you're the James Bond. I mean, tooth fairies, Easter bunnies. You're the John Wick of festive legends, and we're delighted to have you here. First of all, we'll get it out of the way, Santa. The beard is looking awesome. I think it's fair to say. You must have to put some...
There's some nice stuff in it. It's from Braw Beard.
Oh, lovely. What are you using just now?
20.
Oh, anniversary 20. Very nice. Do you have to look after the beard, Santa? Do you have to look after the beard?
It takes a lot of work.
I bet it does.
It takes a lot of work.
And
it's worth it.
And it has to be said, Santa, you are looking sharp. You're looking very sharp, Santa, if you don't mind me saying, with the waistcoat. A little departure from the traditional look. Are you updating the look for us?
Well, yes. There's too many people running about in red velvet suits. What can I say?
Listen, we know they work for you, but we want to make sure that they know the power behind the throne.
Who the boss is.
Who the boss is. Who's the boss? Now, before we get into, because we have so many members of the Brawtherhood and from all over the places that have questions, that want to know if they're on the naughty or nice list. We don't know yet. I know that you came on because I was on the nice list. I've been a good boy this year.
A couple of discrepancies, but you're not bad.
Exactly. I just got through. I kind of like Scotland. I got through in penalties at the last minute, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. Yeah,
I just managed to use it. I even have David Marshall looking after me to get us through it. And so we're going to get to that in just a second. But we got to get on. First of all, we need to ask the big Santa questions. Nobody's getting to that. No, your Joe Rogans. No, your Pierce Morgans. None of these guys. I get to ask the big question. How did you get into the Santorin? We've got to ask it. How did you get into the Santorin?
I grew a beard. Mrs. Claus, great cook, got the belly. Job come up in the job centre. I went for it.
And you got it first time?
First time.
Who gives Santa a reference out of interest? Did you need a reference?
I didn't need a reference. He just seen me and that was it.
This is the guy for us. And here we are.
That's the job's yours. Go for it.
And here we are, 1,000 years later, or whatever it is, and you don't look a day over 900. You look fantastic, Santa. You're looking good. Well, I didn't want to go up or down. I wasn't sure. You're looking good anyway, Santa. We appreciate that.
Yes.
Right. One of the cool things that you're doing, as well as all the other work, because there's been a mental year, but
Yes,
you're also your crazy schedule, everything that's going on. Santa, you're actually going to make some special visits. You're actually going to make some home visits to people as well. Is that right?
Yeah. COVID, safe, keeping social distancing, no contact, visiting the garden, see the kids, have a chat with the kids, photograph opportunities and that. So
Brilliant.
just to try and bring a bit of joy back in to the year that we've had.
We need it. We need it.
No, I mean, we really do. We
really do. And I know that'll make a big difference. And can people still get in touch with you, Santa?
There's a few slots available.
Right.
Santa Visits Ayrshire on Facebook.
Brilliant. Well, we'll make sure to put that in the link so people can get in touch with you.
Yeah.
So wherever you're watching in the world, don't worry. But we're keeping these ones to Ayrshire because everything else is booked up. There's only slots in Ayrshire.
Well, I can only visit in Ayrshire because COVID at the present moment.
We know.
For here.
We know. Don't worry.
Yes.
We know you're keeping it safe and you're just putting it on for the good people of Ayrshire. They appreciate that. Santa. 1 minute he's in New York, next minute he's in Cumnock. I don't know how he does it.
That's how the reindeer does it.
Oh, right. Oh, I've got a load of questions.
They're fast. Bit faster than any car.
Oh, right.
Faster than any car.
Loads of questions about the reindeer. Is Rudolph still the man up front? Is Rudolph still the point man?
Oh, definitely. He's a fair age, but he's still the lead.
Hey, listen, you need an old chicken to make some good
experience.
Soup. That's it, experience. And anyway, we'll move on because I nearly went down a very interesting chat there, Santa. We'll move on. If there's any single mothers, there's still some slots to get filled. I think I could have phrased that a lot better, Santa.
Yes, you could have phrased that a lot better, Billy.
Right, we're gonna kick this off. I think I'm still officially on the nice list. I think I'm just making it.
Yes.
Right, loads of stuff coming in, Santa. We're gonna work through this because there's so many people coming in. We asked loads of members of the Brawtherhood, and we'll get back to the beard in just a second. But we want to know. What would you like for Christmas this year? Or do you want to know if you're on the nice or naughty list? Or we're an open call here. This is our Santa. We want to know what he makes of whether or not if you have any complaints from the past. Some interesting ones coming in, Santa. Let's see. Jennifer Jackson has said, I'd like a pony, another whippet, and a ferret. And more chickens. So if Santa could have a little word with Stephen Cozier and help him out with that would be great. What do we think? I know you know everyone just by
I've
name.
already sent Stephen a message.
Right.
So
and
hopefully that'll be sorted.
And the pony as well?
Well, I've sent my message, that's all I'm saying.
All right, okay, we won't go any further than that. So would we say that Jennifer's on the nice list?
Yes.
Legend. There we go. Right, next up we got Jamie Mackey. He's a lot easier in terms of what.
Jamie Mackey.
Oh no.
No Jamie Mackey.
Jamie not being a good boy this year.
He's in the naughty list.
Jamie, what you doing, man? What you doing? How did you manage? Do we know what Jamie did? Can you tell me, or is that like?
Can I tell you?
It's GDPR. You can't tell me.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's fair enough, Santa. I apologise for asking. Well, Jamie, it looks like you'd like some Jack Daniels. I don't know. Maybe a wee tipple at Christmas. I don't know.
No. He maybe gets something, but he's on the naughty list, tell him.
All right, okay, that's fair enough. Craig Hagar Cunningham has asked this question. Well, he's just said, can I get a PS5? Big Craig.
Well, I need to speak to the electronic elves. They deal with all that, so.
All right.
In the workshop, so. Well, they've got enough made or whatever, then it's entirely need to wait and see.
I didn't realise there was different departments across the road.
Oh, definitely. 100 different departments.
I don't know this. This is amazing. Right, John Jackson, of course, JJ, our boy himself. I just want to give the big man a shout out for delivering the Xmas Braw mail over the years. He appreciates you making a little extra room in the sled for getting out some Braw products over Christmas.
Well,
so
he does keep me busy. He does keep me busy.
I bet he does. So you've got the 25th in just now. Are you going to try any of the limited edition Santa Braw's beard oil?
It's on my list.
You've got a list as well, Santa?
Of course. I've got to give Mrs. Claus my list.
Oh, I see.
She's the brains behind the organisation.
I see.
My memory's terrible.
All right, okay. I see.
She's the brains behind the organisation.
What's I mean, we don't see her that much. What's Mrs.
Keep
Claus
going, keep
like?
her behind doors.
Keep her behind doors. That's interesting. Hiding her from us.
A bit wild.
But wild. Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see. Gary Siller has said, all right, this is right. Gary Siller made a point of, this is kind of from my point of view. I got Mr. Frosty when I was a kid, Santa, and a couple of other people got Mr. Frosties as well, including Elaine Jackson.
There was a stockpile of Mr. Frosty at one point, so we had to get rid of them.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that, Santa. I'm glad to hear that, because you should always be grateful for every toy you get, but they were terrible. They're terrible. They're absolutely awful. And you know the worst thing was, Santa, for my 30th birthday, somebody thought it'd be really fun to get me one as well. I've never been that bad.
You can still get them, actually.
Listen, Santa knew no to make that happen, but my pals didn't they? But Elaine said she reckons she's been good this year. Any chance of some old school Game Boy games?
Well, I'm sure we could rake some of them up. There'll be some lying in the warehouses somewhere, the workshop.
There's a stockpile somewhere. That's incredible. That's incredible. Now, just a little bit of housekeeping here, Santa. And in terms of your look, and I've got to ask you about it because it is a Braw Beard podcast. I've got to ask you about the beard, right? That's got to be a lot of work put into that, Santa. How long have you been working on that bad boy? How long do you think?
3.5 years.
3.5 years, because you have to keep growing it back.
August 2016.
Wow. And so that's the new look you were going for,
yes.
No, as opposed to the old curly. You went
yes.
for the new beard. So what do you have to do from that to day? What do you have to do? It must be a lot of work.
Well, it needs a lot of oil.
Mm.
It needs looking after. It gets trimmed once a month.
Mm-hmm.
I just get my tash trimmed 2 weeks ago for the Christmas season, so it can get shaped up. It's not 100% where it should be just now, but I was rather busy today.
Right.
But it needs oils, balms.
Yeah.
Any treatment you can give it to help it and make it look its best. Out in the cold, the wind, your beard dries up.
Right.
So the best oils you can get is what you put in your beard. There's no point using cheap rubbish. It doesn't do the job. It doesn't help the beard keep healthy. You end up with dry, split ends, all sorts.
Folk want nice beards for Christmas. Has anybody ever asked for a new beard for Christmas? Because there must be a couple of mingers you've seen over the years.
Well, I mean, all you can say to somebody that's wanting a beard is patience.
There you go.
Patience. It doesn't happen overnight.
No.
You see all nice big beards. They guys have been working at them for years.
Nice.
I mean, I could name a few. Davy Wallace, Jimmy Britton.
Yes.
I mean, take a lot of pride and time in their beards.
The world-class beards. The world-class beards.
Yep. And they both use Braw products.
Aye. Well, I'm sure we can definitely get you. We'll definitely get some Santa Braw's beard oil out to you as soon as we can. In fact, JJ's asked me to tell you wherever you're watching, the Santa Braw's t-shirt pre-order will run out. It's going to keep going until November 30th. They can't accept any orders after that. It's going to be one run only. So make sure to check them out. And the Santa Braw's beard oil is available for pre-order now. Santa's going to be one of the very first people that's going to get it, of course. JJ. JJ's going to sort that out. We're going to bang it on a penguin and we're going to send it over. I assume that's how we get stuff over there. I'm not sure. But make sure to check it out because the pre-order is this now and it'll be available throughout December, but it will be removed from the store midnight the 31st of December. This is this Christmas only. So make sure to get your hands on that. That's going to be awesome. talking of Davy Wallace, he is hoping that he could possibly add, and it's a very fancy watch, to his...
G-Shock. The new G-Shock.
I think it is. It is the new G-Shock. That's exactly what it is. It's yellow and black.
Yeah.
What do we think? Even though Davy has certainly got a good beard, but has he been a good boy?
Well, I've not... There's nothing on the naughty list, so there's a possibility that it might be under the tree on Christmas Day.
Oh, well, you never know.
You'll just need to wait and see.
Big Marty Hutton has asked for, he was hoping for a new pair of baffies and world peace.
Baffies isn't a problem.
All right,
World
okay.
peace is a bit harder.
You're working on it. You're working on
that. Working on that. We're trying to deal with COVID at the moment, but we're working world peace too.
Give Santa a bit of a break on that one, all right? One step at a time, one step at a time. Some of us are still recovering from the new Gladiators. So, we'll get to that in a minute. Lindsay Houston, right, Big Lindsay's wanting, what's he wanting? Let's see. He wants a Harley. I've only been asking for the last 4 years. And one for all the, excuse the language, Santa, one for all the fuckers that brought up the new Xbox and are selling them for double the price. So it sounds like he wants a Harley and an Xbox. Has Lindsay been a good boy?
He was a good boy. He was a birthday there earlier on in the year, and he got a nice bike from his wife.
Right.
I believe.
So
lovely bike. So let him do some miles and that. And then,
okay.
Then we'll see.
Clock up the miles and then we'll see
about miles and that first.
Aye, definitely. Let's see. Then there's a lot of people complaining about not being able to get an Xbox or something. Getting Nintendo Switch.
They're releasing them slowly. They will be out there, but they're releasing them slowly.
See, you got the elves in the electronic department on that.
They're working, but they can only make so many at a time.
That's true. All right, okay. This is interesting, man. Imagine getting a tour around the workshop, getting to see Mrs. Claus. It
would take you a while.
Would it? Oh, well.
It would take you a while.
Well, I need to get my steps up anyway. I've got my Fitbit. So, okay, if I start going now, I'll get my steps up. All right, Lee Pugh wants another one looking for world peace and a barrel of Jack Daniels. Let me ask you this, Santa. Do you get a lot of people asking for booze?
A lot of people ask me for Jack Daniels, yeah.
Yeah. It's what's the favourite? We know you tend to like, sherry, mince pies, or sherry milk and cookies, whatever. What's your preferred go-to snack as you're doing the rounds?
I need to stay off the alcohol. You can't be driving a sleigh.
All right. It's not like the old days. Not like the old days.
No, I know the old days are kind of clamped down on that. Rightly so, I might add.
Yeah, exactly.
But so milk, that'll do me. And then once I'm finished, then I can have a nice Jack Daniels. Sit there with Gentleman Jack.
Very nice.
Sinatra Select.
Oh, very nice. Well, it's the old phrase. To me, it's John Daniels. When you've known him as long as I have, you got to call him John. Let's see. William Andrew McMahon says, "Dear Santa, I would like my own body weight in Toblerone, please, and a new set of kettlebells to help me work off all that chocolate." What do we think of William Andrew McMahon?
We'll just get the kettlebells, cut out the chocolate.
What, right. Listen, not
cut
only
out the middle, man.
Not only is it good vibes for the North Pole, he's a guru as well now. He's trying to sort you out, William. so make sure to check this out. He's just looking after you.
Looking after himself.
He's just looking after his health. You need help, son. You need help. So far it was only Jamie was the only one there that is defo on the naughty list.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Get working. Maybe you can get a wee glass of Jack with Big Santa at some point. So it's a busy period for you coming up. I know you're doing all these. I know you're doing visits and you're getting stuff ready for the North Pole and that type of thing. But have you got any positive messages? Because it's only adults that tend to watch Braw Cast. But if we had any messages for you to give to the kids, first of all, what would your message be to the adults for this year?
If you need to speak to somebody, people are there. There's loads of help out there. Men are the worst in the world for no talking. Talk. If you've got something bothering you, speak about it. Mm-hmm. If you type in your Google search in, "I am struggling," You'll be surprised if it comes up.
Yeah.
For help. Contacts. Type in. It's better shared than sitting inside you, in your head. It's all right to not be all right.
That's it. I mean, particularly over Christmas.
At this time of year, it's a difficult time.
Yeah, and
with
the
COVID
year we've had
makes it even worse.
Yeah, the year we've had. And you're right, men, women, everyone, but particularly men. You're absolutely right.
Men, yeah.
And we always promote that right here. You're not alone. You're not alone.
No.
And even when you're convinced you're the only person in the world and you're staring into utter darkness, trust me, you're not. So
people there would rather listen to you than go to your graveside.
That's it. People care. People care.
And you'll be surprised the amount of people that care. They would rather you spoke, opened up and shared the issue than take it with you.
Mm-hmm. And I think that goes for everyone of every background, because it's no.
Yes.
I've said this in the past, Santa. It's depression, anxiety, all these things. They don't care what age you are. They don't care what gender you are. They don't care what your background is. They don't care how much you've got in your bank account. They don't care how little you've got in your bank account. It can affect anyone.
Everybody can be happy and jolly and outside.
Yeah.
But destroying inside.
Yes. So
nobody can see it unless you tell them.
That's it. It's
talk to people, share it, get it out there. For something bother you, speak to somebody.
And like Santa says, make sure you can Google it. You'd be stunned the amount of help. There's Mind, Ask the Men, Samaritans. There's always going to be someone in the end of their phone or on a chat window, and something that release, that weight off your shoulders.
To share it with somebody.
To make all the difference. And also, here's another thing. You do have pals. You do have friends.
Yes.
You do.
But a lot of people don't want to burden their friends with that.
I can understand.
They don't want to burden, but their friends would rather you spoke to them and let them hear you and possibly give you advice or help you through it.
Yeah.
So that's the way to do it. 100%.
Big one for the mums and dads and aunt and uncles and just, hey, everyone, the grown-ups there. But you know something? I feel so guilty about keeping you. I know you've got reindeers to train, and I know you've got to stay on those elves, because even though we both know they work really hard, but if you leave them for 10 minutes, they'll start
Mrs. Claus is looking after them.
She's on it. Mrs. Claus, the power behind the throne, man. Let me ask you, have you got a positive message for the kids? What a year it's been, but we're going to have ourselves a Christmas. What's your message for the kids?
Christmas is still happening.
Yeah.
No matter COVID, whatever. I know it's been a hard time for kids. Not seeing their pals, not seeing their family, their friends. Please make the best you possibly can with your family this Christmas.
Yeah.
Stay in, play games, have fun, dance about the living room. Just have the best possible time you can.
Yeah.
This is a time to take advantage of your family.
Yeah.
And be in that circle and enjoy it. Play games, listen to music, sit and talk, play whatever makes you smile. Do it with your family. This is the time to do it. And
of course, Santa's being really gentle and positive about that, but I also want to say to all the kids, pack it in. Be good. All right.
Oh, hey, Elf on the Shelf is watching.
Elf on the Shelf is watching. Santa's got
to me. It goes back to me.
Don't be like Jamie. He's lucky if he'll get a sniffer
bottle. I'm going to have a word with Jamie.
He's not even going to get a sniffer bottle of Jack Daniels. So you better be careful and make sure you get a present. Be good for mum and dad and brothers and sisters. And just be good. Just be good.
Yes.
Don't be 100%. The old Kirkwood family motto, try not to be a bam. You never know. Sounds quite good. Santa, I'm going to let you go and get your way. We're so excited. And obviously, we know you're going to be at the Kirkwood household, but I'll make sure to leave out some milk.
Make sure all the kids are sleeping. If you're not sleeping,
I'll do.
I can't drop presents off.
I will do what I can. I promise. I'll serenade them to sleep if I can. I'll do whatever it takes. They need this as much as I do. They need this as much.
Everybody needs a good Christmas.
I think so.
Let's make 2020 Christmas one to remember.
Yes.
For the right reasons.
I think so. It's gonna be a belter. All right. Well, Santa, thank you very much. Tell you what, I'm gonna pop you just back in the green room, and then I'll tell you what I'm wanting for Christmas. I don't even want to do it on air. Everybody, our guest, Santa Claus, amazing. Thank you very much for everyone for your comments and your questions for Santa Claus. We're gonna be back with another Braw Cast. I can't believe we got the big man this early. Because we went this early, we managed to get him. Make sure to check out again. We've got some amazing products coming up. You want to check this out. First of all, the Santa Braw's beard oil is available to pre-order. You can get that. That's going to be available right through December. It's going to come off on the 31st of December, so make sure to get those pre-orders in. And of course, the Santa Braw's t-shirt, get the pre-orders in for that now, because that will only run until the 30th of November. Both make amazing Christmas presents. We know that there's going to be quite a lot of that, and Santa's sleigh is going to be going out to folk all across the world. So make sure to check it out. We're going to be back next time, Thursday, 8 o'clock. Make sure to follow everything that's going on social media over at Brawcast.com. So Brawcast.com, that is not a website. Over at BrawBeardOils.com. And of course, on all the social media. And quick plug of my own. Don't forget, Monday nights, 9:30, over at the Stan Comedy Club's YouTube. There is Monday Night Improv. Make sure to check it out. It's an improvised comedy show, completely made up. And this Friday, I am going to be doing live from the Stan Comedy Club in Edinburgh, a very special comedy set with a whole bunch of pals. Martin Elson, Jay Lafferty, Gareth Much, Joe McTiernan, a whole bunch of amazing acts. Make sure to check that out. But make sure to have yourself an amazing day tomorrow. Share this with your pals. Good vibes from Santa. Jamie, come on. And we'll see you next time. Now it's the point of every single show where we find out, can I play it without looking at it? It's anyone's guess.